Hey,
Hey, hi Frederic and Alex.
yes, how's it going?
Good, good. So I'm Michelle, and then we also have Tom, who is another DJ here. We are going to chat with you about Bob's Repair all together.
Awesome, that's great. I'm so excited about it. We've been looking forward to this for a while. So
All right, you guys are live. So let us begin by introducing, yourself.
yeah, my name is Alex Prandecki, and I'm here from Bob's Repair. We started a company, advertising company, 3 years ago, connecting consumers to contractors, and we realized that all of this info out there and prices were kind of kind of unjust, and that we could go ahead and publish all this information. The 50,000 clients that we've served, publish all their information on a ledger that nobody could alter, and give people confidence in the home repair industry. We could make a big change out there in the world. And so through the new technology out there that everybody's been raving about, blockchain, we're able to do that for the first time in the home repair and construction industry. So we're super excited about it.
Awesome. So the topic today we have is Bob's Repair and the decentralization of home repair. Frederic and Alex are both co-founder and of Bob's Repair. And I want to know, what is your story? Like, who had the idea of a home repair on the blockchain?
Yeah, so I came up with that idea originally, and I kind of looked at it as a big picture, and also just in the eyes of an ordinary consumer. You know, if a lady named Mary goes on Google and she types in AC repair, she's going to see some 5-star ratings that are pretty much fraudulent. Many of them are. Call some company to come over to her house. They have all this overhead, secretaries, they have their trucks, they have so much going on, and they end up charging for that repair, let's say $1,100 instead of charging $350. So there was a lot of ambiguity out there, and cheating, and nobody knows what a real price is for a lot of home repairs. All these websites say they're free when they're not free, because all that advertising gets charged to the contractor, and then he charges the lady for it. So that one click from that elder lady might have cost $100, and then she ended up paying for it indirectly. So all of this nonsense out there, all this noise, had to be just addressed. And we decided to run this idea by a lot of people, and they said, "Wow, this is great, and it's a very sensible application of blockchain technology. So why don't you do an ICO and a token sale?" And we decided to pursue that and give people access to our network through that token sale. So many people came from all over the world, 1,600 purchasers from all over the world, and they purchased our Bob tokens with that vision. Many of them contractors, home repair workers, just homeowners. Even John McAfee was very excited for our project, because he himself has been screwed over so many times with home repairs. So a lot of people all over the world just being really excited about being part of the Bob network.
Let's just move back a little bit about Bob's Repair. Let's just begin with, what is Bob's Repair? Like, what does it do?
Yeah. So you once our platform is released at the end of the year or very early next year. It's going so fast that we're probably going to have it ready very soon here. But anyway, you can just go on the website, type in sync install, and you'll see that everybody is charging about $100 for that sync install. And if somebody's charging $300, you're probably not going to want them to do your sync install. So if a guy named Joe has done it 100 times, and every time he performs the sync install, that gets published onto the ledger, and he can't bribe us to take it down. He can't in any way take that information down from the ledger. It's connected to the credit card transaction or to the crypto transaction, and can never, ever, ever be taken down. So you just go on there, you type in sync install, and you see that those prices are real. And then you can deposit the funds into an escrow, a smart contract, and release it. Or if it's a tile install and it's 1,000 square feet of tile, you can set it up into a 100 square foot milestone, and then release the money as it goes. And you eliminate a lot of that counterparty risk that really freaks people out. Like for me, to call somebody off of Craigslist and have them come to a house and give them half money up front, and then pray that that's going to actually be done, and I think it's just too scary for anybody. But with Bob's Repair, you can just fund that, and if you have a lot of Bitcoin lying around, you can do it that way as well. So I think it's really, really exciting. Plus, when you're done with your home remodel, it'd be nice to see everything that went into that project in one place, and you get to see that with Bob's Repair. What paint was used to paint your walls, what manufacturer was created, what manufacturer put together your tile, what manufacturer had a piece of building your pool, and then you know exactly who's liable for what, and who got paid to do what insurance company did what. It's really exciting. All thanks to the blockchain, we're able to store that information that way.
But like, as you're building the company, talking to your friends, and of course, raising money, like, what is that one aha moment you're like, where you guys are like, oh my gosh, people believe in this vision or this project?
Oh yeah, those I think I get those every day because I just wake up and I go to a conference and people run up to me and say, oh my gosh, Bob's Repair, I love this. I bought Bob's tokens, or we get some article written about us, and or we have a radio station, a great radio station like yours, talking about us, and it's really shocking. And then when you launch the pre-sale and suddenly get 1,600 something people who send you money because they want to be part of this project, they believe in it, and they know that it's going to be successful, which it for now it looks like it's really going well for us. Then it's really like mind blowing. So I don't know. A year ago when we decided to pull the trigger and convert all of our customers and our whole company to a blockchain company, I don't know if we realized how big of a success it would be, and now it's really starting to pay off, and we can see that success.
That's super awesome. And what is your vision for Bob's Repair, like 5 years from now? What do you see?
I want people to feel that it's a trusted name. Anybody from a regular age consumer to even a older consumer, they can go on our website and know that they're not going to get screwed over. They can go on our website and get anything done, anything repaired, a whole house built, and they'll know exactly where the money went, how much they paid, and they know they're not going to be charged any fees by us or anybody. No advertising fees, no hidden fees, nothing like that. It's like Craigslist had a great vision to make a nonprofit to help the world with their classified listings, and we have the same type of vision. That is beneficial for hopefully the whole world once we get to that stage. So let's see how it goes.
I'm gonna bring Tom in. He's been taking notes here with me. Tom Darrow is the host and producer of 2 other shows called The Innovators as well as The Modern Architect. And we're also doing a private show together. So he's with me, and I'm gonna allow him to ask a few questions.
Thank you, Michelle. How are you, Bob?
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, my name's Alex, but you're right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
A lot of people call me Bob. No, I get that all the time.
Oh, perfect. My apologies,
Chairman
Alex.
of Alphabet Fund said to me, I'm going to call you Bob from now on,
My apologies, Alex. I want to ask you, what are people's experience, if you don't mind sharing with us? What do they share with you, their experience in working with you?
Do you mean our team members?
Sure, or you directly with the consumer or a patron. What's been your experience with them? Share with us, kind of their excitement, and why they're so happy that they're working with you.
Yeah. When people get screwed for years and years and years, and they believe that there's no solution to eliminating this fraud, this deep, dark web of fraud, then they hear about a project that wants to eliminate it all and revolutionize this whole space by publishing stuff that you would not usually publish. You get a contractor to your house, he gets 10 subcontractors, he charges you triple, and then you don't know where the money went to. And now it gets to be directly funded to each person. You know, that stuff gets people really excited. We have my sister's husband actually ran an office for a law firm, and we poached him over to work for us, and he every day answers emails from people about Chad's just all day talking to people, answering their questions, and he sees a lot of excitement. At the beginning, I said, Chad, we need you. We've got 700 emails, and I need to get some sleep. So he came over, and he's like, that's all right. But my sister's a little upset because sometimes he's up at 1 a.m., responding to emails, and she doesn't get to see him, or if he's traveling with us, sometimes he doesn't get to see that. But a lot of real, meaningful connection with people that are excited about the project all over the world. People in other parts of the world are going to have to wait a little bit because it's going to take some time to establish those relationships with contractors in places that we haven't been to. But I'm sure we'll get there with all these venture funds calling us and crypto funds. So
yeah.
I think we'll get there step by step.
Yeah, it sounds like you really value transparency.
Yeah, that's the key here. And some people might not. They ask me, they say, "Oh, nobody's gonna use your website if it's so transparent. No contractor will go on there." I said, "Well, we have 1,600 people who already are excited about it, and every time we tweet something, we get up to 2,000 shares. I mean, there are a lot of people out there who are going to want to have those contractors, and if you don't go on there as a contractor, you're going to lose business because you got to get on the Bob train. You got to get on there and start posting your services. Otherwise, somebody else is going to get there first, and he's going to be the one that has 1,000 reviews or 1,000 jobs already completed that are stored on our blockchain, and it's going to be too late for you to get on there, or you're going to get on there and you're going to have to work a little harder to build up that that rapport."
There you go. Have you reached out to any material suppliers?
Yeah, we're actually announcing a very big partnership here soon. We can't discuss it before it gets posted on Twitter, but it's a pretty big deal where we're going to have access to a couple thousand major retailers for discounts for all of our contractors. But the goal here is that a contractor will be able to receive some deals also from financial institutions, get a better insurance policy, get the discounts at places that value this type of transparency, such as Lowe's and Home Depot and so forth. So I'm sure with our with the industry we're in, we're going to be able to achieve those types of deals.
Yeah, I don't recall where I saw this statistic, Alex, but I'll go ahead and say what I do recall because it's really based on opinion. Is that a lot of contractors, many contractors, in particular home improvement repair professionals, it was a really pretty unfortunate number, but it was something like the nature of 2 or 3 out of every 5 end up in some sort of litigation, even if it's for a small amount. Have you experienced the same, not yourself, but are you aware of some of those litigation problems with home repair service companies and the challenges that they experience with the consumer?
Yeah, it's a game of numbers. When you deal with so many people. Our guy Carlos, we have an AC guy that's been doing AC work in Phoenix for 3 years now, since the beginning, and he has a few trucks out there, and he does a really good job, covers the whole area pretty much there for us. And one time he went out and installed a whole air conditioning unit. The gentleman invited him out for lunch, or sent him out for lunch, and then when he came back, the doors were closed, and he called me. He said, "Should I jump in the backyard and pull out the unit?" I said, "No.
Really?
Yeah, you're just gonna have to take this as a loss, or you're gonna have to go ahead and sue the person." But it just happens that people will invite you to their house and send you out for lunch, and that's it. So hopefully, if people go ahead and engage with contractors using a smart contract, and they just fund that money up front, fund the $2,000 for that tile install for that space, and split it up as much as possible into sections from the demo to the 100 feet to the second to, let's say, the next 300 square feet, and so forth. That's going to really lower counterparty risk a lot, but if they don't do that, it's going to be really tough. That's why insurance policies are very important as well in the space that are comprehensive and cover those types of jobs.
Hey, Alex, do you guys have a dispute resolution process on the smart contracts?
That's why we connected with Steam to go ahead and have a community-based dispute resolution process. I'm really excited about this. We're going to get more into detail with it this year, or next couple months probably, or even sooner than that, as far as releasing some of the first items of it. Our prototype of the Bob's Repair platform looks pretty good already, and it'll be launched on or around our main sale. So people can go through there, fund the job, see that it's on EtherScan, use Bob tokens for it, and everything. And then if they want to go ahead and go through the dispute resolution process, the exciting thing is that if there's a super contractor that's very reliable, has been doing work for a long time, and they're super community members, they'll be able to come together and get rewarded in Steam for their contribution to the dispute resolution.
Awesome. I love
Steam. I'm really excited about it.
And I love Steam.
Oh, you love Steam, huh?
Yeah, I do. I make like $20 just writing an article on community, and it was like literally I published it, and the next morning I checked and I earned like $20 something, and I was like very excited.
Yeah, and it's so exciting because you actually feel like you're appreciated, you know. Ironically, the appreciating token economy there. But yeah, you feel appreciated, and you write something, and somebody's paying you a little bit, even if it's a little bit. You at least get paid. So
yeah,
that's really exciting.
So tell us about your team. Who's in your team, and what does it look like? Yeah,
so we poached the head developer of Dragon Chain over to our company. They had a very successful token sale that went from 6 cents, and then one point got to $3, and then now it's been a bear market. But they had a very successful company, and we told them, listen, with us, you get to change the world and affect hundreds and hundreds of millions of people. This is the basis of society, is the home, and it's like food, shelter, and health. You know, those are very important aspects, and he really got excited about it, and we gave him an offer he couldn't resist, and he came on over to us. So that's our CTO. Then our co-founder worked at Microsoft for a while as a systems engineer. They're all coming tomorrow here for the main sale. We're going to be crunching a lot of stuff right before the main sale and after the main sale, because we work a bit spread out. So the CTO is in Seattle. Our Microsoft guy, Todd, is in Seattle as well. And then we have our front-end developer in Portugal. He's phenomenal. I don't know if that guy ever sleeps, but he just makes great websites and great. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think all these elder wives are gonna hate us. You know,
all the wives are gonna hate you.
Yeah, and all the husbands of the wives, because whenever we have any lady, and this is really important in the blockchain space, that you see more and more women. Oh, and I wanted to tell you this because this is really interesting. When we went to the Satoshi Roundtable, we got invited to this exclusive event where it has 200 of the most interesting people or most highest contributing people in the space, so CEOs of all these exchanges and whatever. And I noticed 30-40% over there were women, because people ask, where are the women in crypto? Well, they're at the top of the food chain. That's where they're at, because in many ways. And this is kind of funny I say it, but I think in many ways women excel and outsmart us guys by tenfold. And they're there, but they're at the very top. So
that's like the most important and true statement I've ever heard this year.
Yeah, because they're not going to waste their time in some small projects. They're like, one of the ladies was head of blockchains, or I think JP Morgan, and you know, they just blew me out of the water. So. Yeah, so if anybody asks you where are women in blockchain, you tell them, listen, you're just not at the right event. they're not around you, but they're up there. That's what you got to tell them.
Yeah, and then I compile a list of 200 thought leaders on Medium, and you could find that, and it just consists of a list of awesome women there.
200, Michelle?
Over 200 women. I just didn't find a lot of women on the blockchain, so I did a little
That's
journey
a lot.
on my own where I looked at everyone's LinkedIn profile and was super impressed by all the number of women who are in blockchain.
Yeah, what do you think that is?
I don't know. Maybe they were just not invited to conferences, or I have no idea what happened there. But I think conferences are realizing that diversity is good. I literally asked the men. I'm like, hey, do you guys not want women to be in the conference? Isn't it?
Did you really ask them that?
I did. Like, don't you want to see other, like women, other species? And then
Species.
and they said yes, because it's kind of nice to see diversity. I think, right? But
It's got to be intimidating for people who come home and they're used to having some superior knowledge and women not knowing about something, and then now they're realizing that women are outsmarting them in many many ways tenfold, and so it must be really intimidating for a lot of men. But I think it's getting better with all this outreach and education out there about the topic. So
yeah, I think that's awesome. But back to Bob's Repair.
let me tell you a little story. We had a lady who would not get hired as a handyman. She was a handy woman. So she would not get hired anywhere because nobody wanted a woman to come to their house and show that she's more skilled than the guys are. So so we decided to give her a chance, and she had a much lower conversion rate, because right when she got on the phone with a woman or a man, the customer would not want her.
Yeah.
So what I did was I just said, oh, we have our handy person coming over to your house. And I just sent them directly without giving their name.
Yeah.
And they had a much higher success and satisfaction rating than we had with our men. But they wouldn't just give her the chance or the light of day to even invite her to the house, which was kind of shocking. So Myra did a good job for us for about 2 years, and then she moved on to other projects.
I wanted to mention that I was at Costco yesterday, I think, or 2 days ago, and there was, because there was some kind of nail on my tire, and of course it was Sunday.
Some kind of.
And it was completely full, but I was putting air on my tire, and I saw like a woman changing tires, and I thought that was like the coolest thing ever.
That's great. That's awesome.
It's true, right? I mean, when do you see that? Like, so,
hopefully you never see it. We don't want to see anyone on the road with the tire flat, but...
No, but this is Costco. This is an employee at Costco basically changing tires for folks.
Yeah.
And that's really cool. Like with the gear on and everything. Okay, so when are you going to have a beta soon? Or you have a beta already, or is it coming out?
Yeah, so our old program that handles that did the 55,000 customers, it works every day and sends leads to people. But with our new software based on blockchain, that the prototype is going to be ready. I'm hoping that we'll announce it and launch the link right before the main sale on the 4th, so maybe in a few days. But if we don't, it'll be couple days after. I just want to make sure that the prototype really connects with people, and the really exciting thing is that you can just fund the job with a card, or you can fund it with your Bob tokens directly, and then if you fund it with a card, it converts it to Bob tokens, shows the transaction to you on Etherscan, shows the smart contract, and it's really exciting.
And who's your target audience? Like who are you targeting around the world?
For the sale or for customers?
For customers, consumers.
Yeah, I guess most the people that own homes are interested in those types of projects, remodels or fixes. Some people have lease agreements that they're responsible for all repairs, so those people are definitely for us interesting. Also, there are many people who rent offices, and they're responsible for all repairs in the offices. So those businesses definitely are interested in services like this. Anybody who ends up going online or on Craigslist or anywhere else and looks for a home repair worker doesn't need to think about all this BS anymore. You can just go on Bob's Repair. There are no fees, and we get rewarded, right? So the question is, how are we doing this? Why is Alex and Fred and the whole team doing this? Well, thanks to blockchain and all of these token sales, the way they're structured, 20% of those tokens get distributed to the team over a large period of time. So we get to build a great project, we get to change the world, and we get paid. So really, these token sales are just awesome. They're allowing us to do things that nobody would do, because nobody would be insane enough to work all day and night every single day for
you are
long, for a token sale, without getting some compensation. So we're really excited about that. And the more people use our platform, the more successful it is, and the more tokens get held up in a smart contract. So in smart contracts all over the world. So I'm super excited about that.
How about your competitors? Who are they? I just know of Thumbtack, Craigslist maybe, right? And, do you feel like, there's still space to compete with them?
Yeah, I like competition. I once met a girl on a plane, and she said, "Oh, I could never open a." The start of a long story, right? Now we're married. I'm kidding. No, she said I could never.
Yeah, it's going. You could have kept it up.
Yeah. She said I could never open a language school in my city because there are 12 on the street. And I said, well, there are 12 there. That means that a lot of people want to learn languages, and you could open a 13th one, and if it's pretty damn good, you're going to get a lot of clients. The same thing here. This is one of the core industries in the world. I mean, opening Bob's Repair and just explaining to people how this technology gives them power and freedom to find contractors the way they want. That's awesome. I think that's going to move or is going to speak for itself.
Yeah. How else are you getting your message out, Bob? I know it's Alex, but we're really good.
Oh, Fred. Yeah. It's Alex or Fred and Bob. Bob's our imaginary friend. Hi, Bob.
Yeah, thanks to Bob, he's been guiding me for years.
Yeah, so how's the message getting out other than our show and other means?
Well, it helps that my brother wakes up one day at 5 a.m., jumps out of an airplane, and throws USB sticks in the desert with Bob tokens on them. That really helps. And then suddenly it gets shared, and I think it got like 100,000 shares or views or something. And then we have these people calling us and posting videos. You have to check out this guy. I think he's Vegas Crypto or Crypto Vegas. He recorded himself all night searching for this USB stick in the middle of the desert.
Oh,
really?
My gosh.
Couldn't find it. He goes home. He makes another video saying, I'm going home because I'll sleep for a couple of hours. He gets up like 5 a.m., comes back when the sun's going down. He drives another hour to Boulder City. He goes to the desert, and he's looking for these sticks, and there you see a video of him, and he finds the USB stick.
Oh,
and
my gosh.
Ridiculous. It was hilarious.
That's awesome.
Hilarious.
I need to see that video.
That's a testament to the drive that people will go to work with you.
Yeah, I think that the gentleman really believes that our platform is going to do very well, and that those tokens are worth, I don't know, depending on what he believes, but I think he really believes he found $25,000, and we just have to do very well so that we can do that. But so he's very happy, and everybody's really happy. The promotion we got from that was huge, and I can't believe he made such good videos. I really loved it.
So Alex and Fred and Bob, what is your token economics? So I know that you guys are doing an ICO right now. What stage are you on? So tell us a little bit about your ICO and what stage you guys are at.
Yeah, so when we started the token sale, we said we'll go ahead and do this as a traditional security. So we'll go ahead and sell our tokens. We'll register it with the U.S. government as a security, so something that tomorrow will have more value than today. But it has very high risk for people that do that. And then we spoke to those top industry leaders at the Satoshi Roundtable, and they reviewed our documents, and they said, whoa, hold on. You guys aren't a security. You're doing what airlines do, what many companies do with points and tokens. You guys are just selling access to the network and tokens that people can use to redeem for services. And we said, oh, yeah. And they said, well, you can avoid all of that regulation and also and enjoy many benefits by converting that sale from a security offering to a regular token sale. So we did that, and we got Michael Turpin's lawyers on board and a whole group from the Satoshi Roundtable, and they helped us out to convert that, and that just gave us all the freedom in the world to do whatever we would like to do. However, that restricted our U.S. investors from purchasing the tokens from us. So, there's some downsides, but a lot of positives there for us. So we did that, and then we raised that money from those 1,600 purchasers, and now we're going into the main sale and have another 24,000 Ethereum to raise. So.
Awesome.
Time to buy some Bob tokens.
Bob's token. Cool. And Tom, do you have any more questions?
We could be here all day.
We have 7 minutes. So
okay,
we're good.
Alex, how is I know Michelle asked this question a little earlier, but how do you foresee within the next 4 or 5 years? How about even next year? Have you kind of got a goal in mind of what you'd like to experience or an expectation level for Bob's Repair?
Yeah, I think that where there's money, there's demand gets created, and there's a lot of money in being held in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and people who want to use that to fund the remodel. Like I was just in Puerto Rico. I became a citizen of Puerto Rico a couple days ago, by the way, which is really funny. I just went there for a conference, and they said go to DMV. They pushed me into DMV. I was standing there. It was called Cesco or something. They gave me an ID, and I was Puerto Rican. They took my ID away, and I can't vote anymore. But anyway, so all these Bitcoin millionaires, 500 of them, and billionaires moved to Puerto Rico, and they were buying properties for nothing and remodeling them and building like the Silicon Valley over there of crypto. And so they're looking for ways that they could pay in crypto and build their places. So if you tell some guys in Puerto Rico, hey, listen, or anywhere in the world, hey, there's a large demand, people are ready to spend millions of dollars right on the website, Bob's Repair, to build a house, renovate places, whatever you want, and pay you instantly in crypto that you can cash out. That right there is enough to cause crazy. Some people are even willing to pay 20% more as long as they can just pay it in crypto. Mm-hmm. And those contractors will take that money. So I think it's really exciting for everybody. Plus, a lot of contractors believe that this crypto will go up in value, that Bitcoin will go up or Ethereum will go up, and or they can keep a little bit and they start a job for 100,000, but when they finish it, it's 120. So that's really exciting.
Excellent.
And do you have any more questions, Tom?
No, I mean I do, but I think
time. Yeah, I have like 2 more questions, but okay, cool. Let me ask you. So we're here at Stanford University and the Bay Area community. What is just really one advice that you would like to provide to the larger community?
Advice on starting up a business, or
just on anything, anything you wanted to share.
Anything, I think that if you put your name out there and you show your true intentions and you do something that you're passionate about, don't stop. You always find a way to go ahead and make it happen, no matter what. So if you're a good person and you try your best and you learn, every day you change your mind on ideas, you pivot them so that they make sense. Don't be afraid, just move forward and you'll be successful. Success is really easy. You just move forward and you pivot every day and you get there, and it gets there. It's easy if you're used to a lot of failures and you're used to working hard, and it becomes kind of easy. It's just there. It's yours. Success is yours. You just have to just continue and never stop, So.
And that is coming from Alex. I've met Alex a couple years ago, and I was really surprised that they're behind Bob's Repair. I actually saw saw him in Vegas, and I was just like, oh my god, you guys are Bob's Repair. So
I was so excited to see you because we became friends on Facebook randomly.
Yeah.
Or something, and then we talked forever, and then you always kept your public profile a little bit incognito, or a lot of people in crypto try to do that to protect themselves and so forth. And so then one day we ran into each other, and I was just so excited.
Yeah, I was just like, oh my gosh, you guys are Bob's Repair. And where could people learn about Bob's Repair? Do you guys have a website or a Telegram?
Yes, bobsrepair.com, and Telegram, Bob's Repair, and then, or Bob Token, and then you also have Twitter. Twitter's so cool. You guys have to follow the Twitter page. I only follow one thing, and that I'm really biased right now, but I follow our Bob's Repair Twitter because the posts are so exciting. My brother's suddenly jumping out of an airplane. I don't know where he's at, why he's not in the office. And then all these crazy things are happening, and he's posting a video with a Russian, and they're dropping off free tokens in the middle of Moscow. And it's just so crazy for me. And I just realized I forgot to do a treasure hunt in Puerto Rico. Dang it. But anyway, so a lot of exciting things.
Okay, that sounds awesome. Yeah, I definitely wanted to see the video, and I wanted to thank you guys for your time to be here. Really appreciated.
Yeah, thank you very much. Very nice speaking with you as well,
Alex.
Thank you. Really
I'm
terrific.
So happy
Wish you the
that
best
I got
of success.
To go on your... Thank you. I'm so happy I got to go on the station. I've been thinking about this for 2 weeks now, and this is just great. So thanks a lot, and
thank you.
I'm just honored that we got to get this publicity and your support.
Yeah, of course. Thank you, Fred, as well, if he's like not on the plane right now. And then thank you, Bob.
Yeah, Bob, thank you.
Bob, thank you.
Bob's always with us.
That's right. Without Bob, we're all not here, are we?
We won't have
and
homes.
a quick thing about Bob's is that we ran ads at the beginning of our company. It was Jim and Joe and Bob, and people called Bob. I don't know what it was. People love the name Bob, and we tested that name. People feel like it's their trusted uncle or their cousin or somebody, and they really loved it. So we decided, why not? Bob's Repair. And when you tell somebody the name, nobody can forget it. It's like all these other token sales are equilibrium, nibium.
You're right.
Yeah, something equilibrium.
Anything with ribium. Yeah, so
right.
Ours is not Bobilibrium. It's just Bob's Repair, and nobody can forget it. So.
Yeah, I think it's real,
Super.
and it hits home, and, Bob is cool.
We love Bob. Is there a caricature yet of Bob?
There are some in the works, but nothing official. We're not sure what, how to portray Bob exactly.
Hey, you can make him iconic.
There's some stickers. So there's Bob Repair stickers on Telegram, by the way.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, okay. All right. Okay, cool. Thank you, Alex and Bob and Fred and Tom.
Thank you. Thanks for
You have a nice day.
Okay.
Thank you. You
All
as
right.
well.
All right.
Take care, Alex.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.